Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Positivity with Tamika. And can you believe this? This is our 10th episode. I can't believe this. That means that we have been doing this for officially 10 weeks. So thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing, for liking, for subscribing, for just supporting me on this venture, because today, this also ties in to what I want to talk about today. If you saw the quote that I posted earlier on Monday, it really was the gist of when you see something beautiful in someone, make sure that you tell them. And I got to celebrate my sister for Wednesday Wisdom, aka I did that yesterday on Thursday, but hey, Wednesday Wisdom, I got to celebrate my sister and really ties into just the beautifulness of what people are doing in their lives. So I've been thinking about this all week and just the importance of making sure that we are speaking life into and over and around people that whether we know them or not. And I had a couple cool situations that have already happened to me this morning. Had a board meeting this morning at the airport, and one of our airport members, he came up after, and we were just had the opportunity to talk, and he was saying he'd been there for 21 years, which is a celebration for anybody that has been committed to a company for 20 plus years, 5+ years at this point in time. But he was just talking about how, Lord willing, he will be able to stay and remain working for many years down the road, and just love the opportunity. And one thing, in looking him square in his eyes as he was talking when he finished, is, hey, I hope that you are here another 20+ years. And we laughed about that, but he had his goals and his dreams. And I said, you know what? You can do it. Like, let's do this. And in that moment, just seeing him light up, seeing the smile on his face, knowing that when you speak life over people, give him, I mean, he didn't ask for it. I was just like, yeah, I believe it. If you say you want to do it, I believe you can do it. We're going to do this. We're going to, from our end, see whatever we can do to support him. Then on my way home, yet another, you guys love my story, but yet another situation, car in my way, and I'm waiting for the car to move, right? Patiently. He's telling me I got to back all the way up. And I mean, it was a long, narrow driveway he wanted me to back up in. And then when he got to the car, he was like, oh my gosh, you're Tamika Hutchins. And so we had a moment there, and he was like, I'm going to move. And I'm like, no, I'm going to move. So we talked a little bit more. But I think it's really just about the importance of your presence, your smile, your words, your actions that speak louder than words at times, and being able to have those moments where you talk to people, and really being able to, like, in the first instance, speak life into somebody, in the second instance, a smile, conversation just goes a long way. And I started thinking, I always love thinking about scriptures and thinking about how this relates in the Bible way, but faith way, and speaking life and that energy that comes. But Ephesians 4:29, do not let any wholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. I'm going to read it again because it was kind of choppy, but stay with me. Ephesians 4:29, do not let any wholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And so as we're talking about speaking life, one of the things that I immediately thought of is just that our words, our actions, they have the power, the purpose, they create ripple effects into our lives and into the people that we get to witness to, that we get to be a part of their lives, and we get to be a part of their journey. We have the opportunity to create ripple effects. Think about it. I've had those days where I come in and I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. You might not know it, but I might know it. And just the simple word that somebody might speak, the smile somebody might give me, the tap, I'm a hugger, so the hug that somebody might give me, those little things create ripple effects in my day, and then from my days to my weeks, and from my weeks to my month, and my month to my years, and so forth. So you, we, I, me, you, we all get the opportunity to speak that over and into other people's lives. I will say last week, I had a moment. I watched the championship game, and, really congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces. Love Asia, love Becky, love the squad and the players, and just even thinking about the WNBA, thinking about what it stands for and what we have been able to create over the years. But I had a moment because when we talk about speaking life and energy and just yeah, like what we have the opportunity to do as a league, what we have the opportunity in supporting one another and all of that good stuff. I had a moment post game when I heard the crowd booing our commissioner. And I had a moment because, one, I put myself in her shoes. And I think this is for all of us in being put in situations where maybe you have done something wrong and you are trying to figure out, and I don't want to get too deep in this, but I think for me personally, I put myself in her shoes and thought about, okay, I know that there are things that I have done in my past that if they got out, hypothetically, how would people respond? And we are in our own world always conscious, and always, I would say majority of us at some point in time have been worried about what other people have thought about us, what other people have said about us, in open rooms and closed rooms, um, and how people will respond to us. And I put myself in her shoes more so from the standpoint of decisions and being a leader and being in situations where, okay, like I know I could do better, need to do better, have done, or the things that I have done, right? Um, I am not a fan of anybody getting booed, and not thinking about players that choose to leave and they come back to those markets and the fans boo. Like I remember that with LeBron. I remember that with so many players that we have watched over the course of the years, and I have not agreed with that. I've not agreed with this. Um, I am a positive person. I speak and I live with optimism. I always want to see the positive. I always want to see the best out of people. I always want to see the best out of situations. And while I know this is a messy situation, I never have agreed with booing anybody. And yeah, so this has been a hard thing even for me as I think about like speaking life, speaking life, speaking life. It's not always like the big speeches. It's not always the big social media post or the big action that we make. And look at me, I'm doing good, I'm doing this. But sometimes it's even more importantly when we get a moment to just pause, to just stop and really just celebrate somebody else's moment in the midst of so many other things that are going on. So this week, I don't know if you saw yesterday, Wednesday Wisdom, go back. I know I posted on Thursday for Wednesday, but you got it. I got to celebrate my sister, Tajja. She launched a new book, wrote a new book, launched it. It's on Amazon. Go check it out. Faith on the Sidelines. It's a 100-day devotional for sports parents. But I wanted to celebrate her because I know that she has always been my keeper. She's always done the things like we started a foundation. She moved to Indiana. She pretty much ran the foundation. We are 22 years old in, or 22 years in. We will be celebrating our 25th youth holiday basketball camp this December. So we have done a lot over the course of the last 25 years, and that does not discount all of the things that she did even before we got to that post-college that we've been here. And I wanted to celebrate her, and I wanted to speak life into her because she has forever done things for her boys, done things for me, done things for her husband, done things for the community, and had not necessarily focused on her and the things that she loved to do. So speaking life and being able to celebrate her, she was like, when I wrote this book, it wasn't to get notoriety. It wasn't to, have this whole campaign and all of that. That's my job. I get to do that. I get to promote her. But I want you to think about somebody that's in your circle, somebody that's around you that had done something phenomenal. Last night, got to celebrate a friend, Juan Gonzalez, International Citizen of the Year Award. He is amazing. Every single time I see him and speak to him, I have my one-ism because he is definitely somebody that you never know what's going to come out of his mouth, but you appreciate the fact that he's always real, he's authentic, he's super engaging, he's loving, he's all over the community, the Indianapolis community, and he just continues to do great things. He gets it, he loves on people, he loves on our community, and he's always trying to make a difference. And so we get to celebrate and speak life over the people that are around us and the people that we might even from afar want to celebrate. So that's the challenge for this week. I want you to think about one or two people that are around you, either one that you know or people that you don't know that you would love to know. Reach out. I am that person. I will reach out to you through LinkedIn. I will reach out to you through Instagram, Twitter, whatever, Facebook, wherever I can find you, I will reach out to you, because I think it's important that even for those people that I don't know, that I reach out. Listened to a really good podcast earlier this week and did not know the panelist, but I reached out to one of them and just said, "Hey, I just got off the panel. I watched you guys on the Zoom, and you guys were phenomenal. Wrote it. Don't expect a response back, but I think sometimes being able to get that feedback, because we don't know when we do panel how they end up affecting other people around us. So that is my challenge. I hope that you like it. Speak life into people this week. Really be conscious. Be intentional on doing that. When you start to find yourself or feel yourself wanting to sway to that negativity, figure out a way to get out of it and speak life to the conversation and the situation that are going on around you. So, hey, thank you for joining Positivity with Tamika. I hope that this has been helpful. Like it, share it, subscribe to our channel. But I appreciate you, and I am telling you that, as I said on Monday for Monday Motivation, you are amazing. You are wonderful. I am so glad that I get an opportunity to share and do life with you. So until next week, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.